Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it, I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So here we are, another day, another dollar, and of course, we will be working on our favorite heroine in a moment. I will need to audit her. So we'll probably do that at the end. So it's Wolf Day, so this is easy. Very easy. It means 2 day. Oh, Sunday. And yes, it's Legion of Steel. Of course, we're not going to push any more Legion of Steel. You guys are still seeing all the battles I did there. There is the Legion of something that we still need to do. Of course, we're going to buy these extra tickets for Portal. Yeah, it's like the difference is so minuscule. It says it's 1,000,000 gold, but it's probably less. And of course, we get a big bonus for clearing this the first time, so that'll be nice. Legion of Steel, like when you see this video on 160, you're gonna be surprised. Maybe. Let's go finish up. Well, let's just look at the Archer of Surf since we're already here. It's been finished. Of course, King's Ruin has been ruined. And then we're gonna do the dailies. Okay. Oh, okay. Dailies are complete. And that should be most of the weeklies, I think. No, we still those two Kingdom Pass. And the Hero Pass. And finally, it's time to purchase some heroes. But, all that said, how are you doing today? I do hope everything is going well for you. Obviously, everything's great here. Very happy with everything. Could be happier, I guess. Well, I guess you could always be happier. Okay, there we go. And, of course, it is Marian time now, so... Let me see. I need to know how many rings I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. So I definitely want to get at least 2 more rings. So that's going to be the first goal, getting 2 rings. So, well, working on this and getting it up to 25. But we definitely want to grab 2 more rings. We're going to stop at 22, I believe. Okay, we're almost out. And then we'll dismantle. Right, so dismantling's done. What was I gonna do? We're gonna get rings. Oh, I wanted to count how many orbs I had. Duh. So we know we have 16 rings, but how many orbs do I have? 1, 2. Okay, we have 18. Okay, so I only need to grab 2. Basically, we get 2 rings, and then we can just send it. So that's fine. It would be okay. 2 rings. That's 50% of the way there. How about that? Okay. Alright, so now we can just send this and just sweep normally. Thank goodness. I can't wait until we're working on Vincent, because I'm just going to give him 2 rank 2 artifacts. And then that'll be that. Like, I just don't want to deal with... I don't know. Maybe we'll do... I just don't like the idea of having to balance. I know that's going to sound weird. Hold on, let's grab our material. 1, 2, 1, 2. I just have to focus on this part. This is 4. So when I say I don't want to have to balance the material, it's basically... Oh, let's get this out of the way. And survey says... Defense. Okay. Defense, not even defense. Defense penetration. I don't want to have to worry about having so many of this and so many of that. Because the issue is if I do rank 3 and rank 2, well, first off, they now have to be offset. Because ideally, you want the bonus percentage of both of them to be the same. So then I have to do some weird offset. Okay, hold on. And survey says... More defense. Figures. So there's going to be some kind of ratio I'm going to have to maintain. The nice thing about 2 the same is you don't have to have a ratio. You just pump them up the same. I don't really know what that ratio is. Obviously, I'd have to compute it out. I mean, obviously, a rank 3 and a rank 2 is better. You're going to get more damage. So I probably should do that. And realistically, I probably should put it on the... What is it? I think it's the necklace. And survey says... Dodge. Alright, you know what? Dodge this. I think it's a necklace. We're getting a 25. I don't know. Like, it's so far away, let's get there first. Alright. And we dismantle. I thought I had too many. That's funny. And survey says... Dodge. Alright, you know what? Back to the ring. That's what. Let me just dump the rest of this on the ring. And now for the next 2 days, we can just sweep. Everything's good and balanced. 27. Uh-oh. No, that's not what I wanted. Yes, okay. And 205.08 million and 466,755 crit damage. So 205 million, slowly but surely getting up there. That's actually a pretty big milestone. I'm kind of curious. I know I have the stats in my Discord, and if you want to join the Discord, that's a whole thing we can do at some point. I can send invites out and all that. All right. Sorry. Because I made a whole thing. I should have posted it in the strategy channel. That's fine. Nobody really uses it here, but... Vincent was at 105 million attack. But you have to remember, Marian's attack is 80% of a warrior's attack. So we will just take 80% here, and that puts it at like 160 million. So I'm up on that. Crit damage was 470,000. So, I mean, we're technically close, but you have to remember Daniel's buff. So really, I'm just going to round crit damage up to 500. So we're looking at right now, and I will say support's doing 80% of the damage is optimistic, because every now and then, as you see, Marian's special is just, like, it doesn't get the bonus from Luke. I don't know how frequently it happens. It might only be the first one, but I think I've seen it in battles too. So there is a certain number of percentage of Marian's specials that simply do not have Luke's buff for, which is terrible. Now, on the plus side, he just had 2 rank 1 artifacts, which are 1347. And that's where I'm really ahead, because I'm at 4703, and I think that's like... I'd be surprised if that's 1,500 each. Okay, it's just under 1,500 for each one. So he had basically 15 times 15, and I'm 47 times. Like, I didn't realize I've already doing triple the attack and triple the support skill. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, because that's kind of huge. So I'm almost on par with crit damage. I'm doing like triple and triple. If I do the math correctly, and I gotta be wrong on this. I have to be wrong on this. Because this is a 12-hour fight. Because there's no way this is going to be right. Because if I do the math on this, let's see. We're going to do 160 divided by 105. That's 152. And then, oh no, I can't, because the attack already has that in consideration, that's why. So I can only multiply it by 3. So right now I'm doing about 4.5 times. Give or take. A little under because of the crit damage. Yeah, the ring is already multiplied. Duh. This shows you how well, granted, he kind of stacked his stats in a really weird way. Because he had 1,000,000 flat attack. See, this is why flat attack. If I would have gotten flat attack, even on just one artifact with flat attack and crit damage. Yeah, but I have basically triple. So I'm looking at 4.5 times his damage so far. So that would take the last fight, which he said was 12 hours, and that would make it, assuming everything, roughly 2 hours. We'll round up to 3 hours. So slowly we're getting there. I mean, I don't remember how long, I should remember this. I think they were half hours for most of mine in 1110. I don't remember. I'm just going to look one up. I did it wrong. Yeah, it was 32 minutes. Lightning Hole was 37 minutes. I don't know how much damage Lightning Hole 1010 goes into 1210. I don't remember the multiplier. I know it's a lot. Actually, it can't be that much. I think it's 10x. So that'd be 6 hours right now. So we have ways to go. We'll say I think it's 10x. Give or take. Like I said, it's not something we're super worried about because for right now, we're going to focus on trying to get the last portal done. We get to 5,100, assuming we have everything done. We'll try each portal. Well, actually, at 5,100, I can probably do a work on Flame Fortress 12-1 and then do a portal stage each day because, by then we'll be pretty caught up with everything. So that'll be kind of the plan going forward. I do have about probably 10-ish levels, 10 to 12 levels to do on one of the portal stages, and that will be, so we have portal for the entire month of July so far. That's what I've recorded so far. We have another 20 episodes. Well, it'll be less than 20 at the time of recording, but there's like 20-ish episodes left. Well, whatever. There's one for each in July, and I have at least 12 more, which will take us halfway through August. And I don't know that I'll be 30 days. No, I won't be. I think we'll be getting close at that point to 4,900, I want to say. So by the time we run out of episodes, it'll be 4,900, which gives me a bit of a breathing room. And this is, of course, assuming I do 12-ish more for the last one. So that gives me some breathing room at 5,100. And so then we'll just try, probably try doing Flame Fortress until we bomb out. I should say crash out. We'll do Flame Fortress until we crash out and then cycle through the other ones until we crash out. And then probably wait until like 5,400 and do the same thing. Now I will say for Flame Fortress 12, we are going to be doing something with Sophia. We are going to be making a book. Specifically, I think we're going to make a new book for Sophia. While I really like this book, the flat defense here is so low. I mean, this is like almost the ideal book if I could upgrade this higher. That would have been actually a pretty cool idea to allow you to just sacrifice a bunch of things to upgrade the level or something like that. Just because for Sophia, these are the perfect awakenings. The issue is, on a rank 2 book, defense is like 60% more. Rank 2, rare 2. So we're going to have to get a rare 2-star book. Sophia needs... Again, it's going to be... I don't know how much defense Sophia needs. Now, the guy who beat it, his Sophia, had 1.5 million defense. Okay? It's kind of a shame Marian's defense doesn't count. Because I think she's at... Yeah, she's at 2.8. So, I'm assuming we're going to need more than that. He had... To put it into perspective, he had a rank 3 ring, rank 1 book. I don't know why he had a rank 3 ring. I guess for the attack. The rank 3 ring had 500,000 defense on it, and it had 50% plus 50% defense. And it was plus 300%. And the book had another... Basically, the book had the same thing. I don't understand why he even made the book. There's literally zero... Well, I guess it was easier to awaken the book. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, interesting, because... Yeah, because it would have been really hard to do the rank 3 ring. 2-1. That's probably why he did it, because it's a pain in the ass. The rank 1 book is super easy. I think we'll have a super easy time with the rank 2 book. So, I'm wrong. The rank 1 is 4,400. And the reason this is so important to get this right... So, 4,000... That's actually 1,000 extra defense. That's probably a lot. Because it's going to be a pain in the ass. How much was this one? 424, 700 by 62. 6,850 defense for the rank 3 ring. So I'm assuming rank 2 is like 5,000-ish defense. So again, it is pretty significant. I think it's probably worth it alone. I think how it's going to go down is we're going to fish for defense percent first. Get a bunch of books with defense percent on them, and then try and see if one of them just rolls defense. I don't think HP and HP increase really matters. I mean, those are just like... The whole purpose of these stats is they're effectively, quote-unquote, nice to have. And I believe that the defense... the defense percent is 1.8. So defense percent is... 20% more effective. I wonder if that just... No. So it's the flat defense that's really a lot stronger. Defense percent really doesn't change that much. Now, she will have... I am going to give her Christian's ring, which is plus... So this should be fine. He didn't have flat attack on the ring, which I'm surprised he didn't. But it also makes sense because you just need defense. But I'm surprised he didn't roll flat attack because that's usually quicker than awakening the ring. But this is more than he had. He had 327. And this, or 362, excuse me. I have 542%. So this should be fine. Crit damage will help. So if you do some... It's funny that this ring had health on it. I wish it would have had... I wish this would have rolled defense because 2 million health, not really going to help too much, but some extra defense would have been nice. It's kind of funny that I got the defense on Sophia's artifacts, and look at that, like 1.2 million. So one day Marian will sport this ring, maybe, I don't know. We're gonna see. But that does mean that Christian's orb is eventually we're gonna dismantle this. But again, I'm still waiting. This is actually an interesting thing because you see it's 70% attack. So if I unequip this, you can see it adds 3 million. So it's additive with the rings bonus. That's the only purpose of that. See, it adds about 15%. But anyways, we'll give this ring to Sophia, and then we'll just make her a defense book at some point, and then again, it's going to be kind of weird because if we just crash out, I say bomb, if we just crash out at 5100, I'm going to wait until 50, we'll just try again at 54. I'm fairly optimistic that we will not need to use Sophia's, yeah. See, we're almost killing those guys. We're almost one-shotting without Luke's buff. I'm pretty optimistic that, I don't know. We won't need Sophia's book for a while, because remember, I want to get Marian up to 6,600. I want to get Marian's artifacts up to a minimum of 6,600. Obviously, it's going to depend on how things go, right? If we start doing some of the portal stages, Total War stages, we get through some of them pretty easily. Maybe we'll start a bit earlier. But I'm going to say 6,000 is the minimum I'm going to consider that. But I kind of rambled here for a minute. But that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again. And I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.